Hello, my name is Slava, I'm from Russia, and today we'll discuss a question that's often discussed online: is safety in China. Going abroad can be scary for many reasons, especially if you're going somewhere totally new alone. It certainly was for me. Before coming here, I heard so many friends telling me stories about how unsafe China was. But in recent years, everything has changed drastically. Now we can see thousands of videos of people traveling to China or living here, walking alone at night, or letting their 6-year-old children to go to the supermarket and go shopping there alone. But how real is that? First, walking alone at night without any fear is real. For me, it was during my first year here when I decided to walk from school all the way to watch the flag raising ceremony, which is more than 13 kilometers. The ceremony starts at sunrise. In May, it's about 5 a.m. and to see everything up close, you have to arrive early, like at 2 or 3 in the morning. So I set off at 11 p.m. and made my way through the night streets. Some were really narrow. Some of them were hutongs, traditional alleyways. I saw people along by, but no one ever paid attention to me. And that feeling was so relieving, like an enlightenment, that as a young woman, I could just walk alone at night listening to music and know that nothing would happen. The flag raising experience itself was great too. Since then, I've fallen in love with walking alone at night, going for a jog at night. It's very common in study or work areas here in Beijing to leave your laptop in Starbucks, for example, which I don't personally approve because we should be responsible for our things no matter where we are, but people actually do it. And no one ever touched these laptops. Okay, you might think that laptop is expensive and stealing it would be considered like a serious crime, but let me tell you about my earphones. There was a time my earphone case dropped out of my pocket during the party. It was super crowded and I wasn't even sure that it happened there, that my earphones at the party. I decided to call the bar and to ask them if they'd found them, and after 3 minutes of waiting they told me that yes, my earphones were there. And then they sent my earphones to the apartment without any charge. And those were pretty pricey, you know, for earphones. So how safe China is? From my experience, I can say that it's safe to that extent that I can walk alone at night, or don't worry about my belongings. It's safe enough that I don't worry about jogging at empty streets at 2 a.m., leaving my phone on the coffee table and knowing that if something goes wrong, the system around me actually is working to protect me. Of course, nowhere in the world is 100% safe, and I'm not saying that China is perfect utopia. Common sense still applies, and being aware of your surroundings is always a good idea, no matter where you are. But the gap between the scary image of China that many people carry before coming here and the reality I've experienced is huge. So if you're planning a trip to China and you're feeling nervous, I get it, I was too, but I believe that experiencing this country firsthand would change your perspective, just like it shifted mine.